Hello everyone. So today we are going to sort one array using selection sort. So what is selection sort? Selection sort is an algorithm which is used to sort the array, and it is the very famous algorithm asked in so many interviews. So let's begin how the selection sort works. So as you can see here, we have the elements in the array 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So what we do here, First we try first we will bring the smallest element to the zeroth index, then next the smallest element to the second index, then next the smallest index to the third index, and so on and so forth. So what we will do, we will first find the smallest elements in this array, that is 10. So we will bring this 10 to the first position. Okay, then after that what we will do, the rest all elements will remain 40, 30, 20 and 50 will come here. Means what we will do, we will swap the smallest element with the zeroth index element. Okay. Now next, in next pass, since I is present here, so in the next pass I will come here. Okay. So now this 40 and the next smallest element will get swapped. So the next smallest element is 20 among here to here. 20. So 40 and 20 will get swapped. So let me mention it so that it become more clear to you. Okay. So in the next pass, this 40 and this 20 will get swapped. Okay. So when we swap these two elements, our array will become something like this. Our array will become something like this. 20 will come here, 20 will come here, and 40 will come here. Okay. In next pass, 30, 40 and 10. Of course, 50 and 10 as well. So 10 will come here, and 50 will come here. In next pass, 30 and 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now again, this 30 will get swapped with the next smallest element. As you can see, the next smallest element are none. 30 is the only smallest element, so it gets swapped with nothing. So in this way, you can see that our array gets sorted. So let's discuss the code part, that how we will write the code for this. As I had explained you that for writing this code, what we will do, we will run two loops. We will run two loops. One is for int I equal to 0, I is less than n, means size of the array, and I plus plus. Okay. Then inside this loop, we will run another loop. I'm writing this code in C++, or you can use it in C also. It will work fine. J equal to, we will start J with I plus 1. Okay. And J is less than n and J plus plus. And what we are going to do is that we are going to swap these two elements. Okay. We are going to swap these two elements. As I had already explained you that we have to maintain one minimum index. Let's take that minimum 0. Okay. Let me take the minimum index to be I on int in element is equals to I. Mean index, not element. Mean index equal to I, and int mean element equal to array of I. Okay. After that, what we will do? We are just going to swap. We are just going to check what we are going to check. If array at j is less than minimum element. If array at j is less than minimum element, it means what? That our minimum element is not minimum. Any other element is less than that element, so that element would be minimum. So what we will do in that case, we are just going to, in that case, what we are going to do? In that case, we are just going to update in element with array at j, and also we have to update our mean index because mean index is not I, in index is j. Okay, so mean index will become j, and after coming out of this loop, this for loop, it now whatever the element which is stored in this minimum element will be minimum. For example, if we take this array as the example, suppose 50 is there. At 50 we kept the I. Okay, so j will start from here. Okay, if j will start from here, so what will happen? If j will start from here, then from here to here it will search for minimum element. What is the minimum element? Minimum element is 10. Okay, so we will swap this ith element with this 10. So this is the only thing we have done. So on, then I will increase, then I will come here. Okay, now again j will start from here to here. Then again it will search for the minimum element. As you can see, the minimum element is 20. So 40 and 20 will get swapped. Now again I will increase, so I will come here. Okay, now again j will start from here to here. Okay, now again it is going to find the minimum element. So in this case I and minimum element both are same, so we will not swap the element because both the indexes are same, so no need to swap. Okay, now again I will increase, so I will come to 40. Now in this case again it will find minimum element. So the again minimum element and j are same because 50 is not less than 40. So the minimum element and I will remain same. So in this case again we will not swap the elements because I and minimum element are same. Again I will come here. So now j will go out of bound. So in this case j loop will not work. And here again we can check that minimum element and I are same, so we will not swap the element. So in this way we get our sorted array. So this is the pseudo code. Then I will write the proper code and show you how it is working. Okay. So this is the code, minimum element equal to j. So after running the jth loop, what we will do? After running this jth loop, I will swap if I will check first condition that if let me reduce its size little bit so that the things become more clear and as well as readable. So after finding the minimum element from jth, I will check if I is equal to this is small I. If small I is equal to mean index, means we will check for not equal. Okay, if they are not equal, then we will swap. Because if they are equal, then no need to swap, as I had already explained you about. So what we will do? We will swap this two element. So int temp equal to array at I, then in array at I, we will get array at in index element, then at array at in index, array at main index we will get with them. Okay, so this is the way to swap two variables. Okay, so in this way we will swap the element, and after swapping, after all these loop get run, we will get our sorted element which we required. Okay, So let's write this code in our compiler and check whether it is working fine or not. Okay, so I'm writing here C code, and I will also write the Java code. So please see whole video to get the solution as in stdm.h. Here I'm writing the C code, okay, int main. Then what I will do, I will declare one input array. Suppose we are taking the size is 5. Or we can also take the size input from the user. Okay, so printf, then we can write printf enter size of array. Okay, so user will write the size of array. After that, we have declared array of n size. Then we have iterate it for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. We are taking the value as input from the user. So what we are going to do, we are taking the input from the user, so we will write printf enter percentile value of array, and here we will write I plus 1, because when I value is 0, it will be printed like enter first value of array, then enter second value of array, enter third value of array, so on and so forth. Then we will take scanf percentile array at I. Right here ampersand. So ampersand of array at I. Then after that value get inputted. Then after that we will write our logic, whatever the logic we will return. Int minimum. Here we will not write. Inside the ith loop we will write. Okay. Since this is the C, so int I we cannot write. We have to write something like this. Because C does not allow this initialization inside the loop. Okay. So we have to take care that also. I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Then after that we are going to write for int j equal to I plus 1, j is less than n, then j plus plus. Okay. As I had explained you in the pseudocode, int mean element we will declare, which will be equal to array of I. Means we are taking the assumption that taking assumption that ith element is minimum element. Okay, this assumption we are taking. Okay, that ith element is minimum element. Then after that, int mean index we are taking it as I. Then after that, what we are going to find the minimum element from this jth part. Okay, if array at I, if array at j is less than mean element, then we are going to update mean element with array at j, and also we have to update our mean index with j, because I is not our minimum index. Now j will become our minimum index. Okay. Then after that, what we will do? After all this, we get our minimum element in our mean index. So what we will do? We will swap this mean index element with our ith element. Okay. So first we will check if I is not equal to mean index, then only we will swap, because if both are same, then there is no need of swapping. Then int temp equal to array at I, array at I, we are going to initialize with array at I, take array at mean index. This is the way of swapping two variable. Okay. array at mean index. If you want me to make a video of how to swap two variables, then let me know in coming section. I will make the video. Okay, I will explain you why we are writing this. Okay, so array at mean index is equals to 10. Then after that, we are simply going to print our array, and we will get our sorted array. Okay, I is less than n, then I is plus. Then we are simply going to def plus enter the array at I. We are going to print this element. That's all. This is the code of selection sort. This is the way to print the array. Let me run this code and check if there is any bug or something else. So let me first rewrite this file name. File name is selection sort.c. Choose the file to. This is the C program. Okay. Let me save this file. Let me run this file and check whether it is any bug is coming or something. Yes, as I have already told you, int j we cannot write. We have to write something like this. Because C is the procedural oriented and it does not allow this type of initialization. Okay, so let me give the input of the size of the array. So we are going to give input as 6. First it will print enter the value, enter the size of the array. So we have it for some data. We have to wait a while. It will. Okay, it is not taking the input from us. Let me check what is the issue. Okay, the issue is that I had not used here scanf. Sorry, my bad. So here we have scanf ampersand of n. Then only it will take the input of the element and then it proceeded. Okay. So as you can see here, we get the message enter the size of the array. Let me write the size as 5. Then after that, I'm entering the value as. I'm writing the reverse table of 10. Okay. So I'm entering from 50, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Let me see whether I'm getting sorted array. As you can see, we get the sorted array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So let me explain you the code once again. What we have done in this code is that we had simply included the header file as include stdio.h. Then int main, this is the part from where the code execution start. Means for each and every program, it starts its execution with the main function. Okay, so from here the code execution start. Here I declare the value of int n, means I had initialized one. Wait, I had declared one variable whose type is int and name is n. Okay, then I had printed the message that enter the size of the array. Then I had taken the input. After that, I had declared one array of n size. Okay, it is the static array. Okay, static array means it will take this much amount of memory. Okay, means n into 4. Means because one integer take 4 byte space. Okay? So 1 into 4, that will be the size of this whole variables. Okay, after that I declare here int I one more variable. Then I run the loop to take the input from the user. This is the for loop syntax, as you can see. Okay, then after that, what I had done, I had written here the logic of selection sort. This is the code of selection sort. Okay, what I had done here, as I had already explained you that in selection sort, what we are doing in selection sort, we are going to find the minimum element from the array, and after that we are putting that minimum elements to the correct index inside the array. For example, if you are sorting the array in ascending order, then you will find the minimum element and you will bring that minimum element to the 0th index. But suppose if you are sorting the array in descending order, so what you will do in that case, if you are sorting in a descending order, so you are going to find the maximum element from the array and putting it at the n minus 1th index. Okay, so the logic is little bit changed in ascending and descending order. Here I am sorting the array in ascending order. So you can see here I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus, I declare. Then after that, I find out the minimum element. I am assuming that element which is present at the ith index is minimum. Okay. Then I have taken the minimum mean index as I. Then after that, I declare one more variable j for the iterating purpose. Then I initialize the j equal to I plus 1, j is less than n, j plus plus. I'm going to find the minimum element from ith plus 1th index to n minus 1th index. So as you can see here, if any element which is less than minimum element, then that element will become minimum element and that index will become our minimum index. So this logic goes and continuing to n minus 1. After that, we got our minimum element and minimum index in these two variables. Then what we will do? We are simply going to check if I and minimum element are not same, means they both are different. It means that both the elements which are present at ith index and which is present at minimum index are different. So we are going to swap these two elements so that to bring the smallest element to the correct index. Okay, so if this is the code to swap these two elements. Then after that, we have just iterated through the loop and we have printed the array. And as you can see that we get our sorted array. As you can see more clear, I will write slash t so that the little space will come in our output. So let me run the code once again. That so let me check one more time. We will check the output of the array because that time the elements are coming close to each other. So this time I'm writing the reverse of 20 20. Oh, sorry. I had given the size of the array too big. So I have to run this program once again because it will take a lot of time to enter the 20 values inside the array. So let me write the code once again. Means let me run this code once again. Suppose the size is 5 again. Then I'm writing 12, 4, 5, then 1, then 3. So as you can see here, we get the sorted array 1, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 12. This slash t is also coming because here we cannot write the slash t. In printf, we only have the permission to write percentile t and nothing else. If you will write the space, then there will be space between both the elements. Okay, so that's all about selection sort. I hope this video is helpful. If this video is helpful for you, please share with your friends so that they can also be know about the what is selection sort and how the selection sort works. That's all about this video. Thank you.